Why don't we start there? We'll get to wrestler of the week after this, since we are talking big guys, and it kind of got brought up in the WWE hot takes last week when was that Braun Strowman was in the conversation for the best WWE big guy, and it kind of spawned a little mini discussion. So I thought I would bring it to the group this week. Who is the greatest big guy in WWE history?
Andre.
It's hard to argue.
Yokozuna.
All right.
So it's tough. And the reason why it's tough is because this is the conversation I brought up last week. There's big man and then there's tall man. I wouldn't call, so like by the list of Big Jim, right? He listed off Gene Snitsky and the Giant Gonzalez. Tall man.
Not big man.
Tall, not big.
Okay.
Bastion Booger was big. Haystacks Calhoun was big.
So was Kurgan big?
Kurgan's tall man.
Okay, Kurgan's tall man.
But Golga?
Golga was big man.
Big man.
Big
Okay.
Vis.
Big man.
Big man. So by this is to the hot take from last week. Is Braun Strowman even a big man, or is he a tall man?
Big or tall, he's not even in my top 10 of either of them.
That's the real answer.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I don't think he's in the greatest of all time.
I think the line would need to be drawn somewhere. And obviously, we're talking over 300 pounds, but for a professional wrestler, 300 pounds is a relatively low bar, I would think, to put on a wrestler. I mean, because Hogan was what, 3-0 something for a long time?
303
when he was in the WWF.
So over 304?
There you go. It's big.
Like
if you look at big next to Hulk back in the day, like Earthquake, big man.
The big
Earthquake was 400.
I mean, again, how do you? So then the Undertaker's Kane is over 300 pounds. These are big men.
I don't know. Charlie answered Undertaker in the comments.
God, I just don't ever think of him. I think of it as like a waist thing.
Yeah, like, so for the sake of this, so I'm being pedantic and like splitting hairs because I know that when people say big man, they also mean tall man, but it shouldn't be that way because not all tall people are big and not all, for example, in sports, Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall.
Right.
You would not play him in the low post. He is tall. He is not big.
Right.
Glenn Big Baby Davis was 6'6", but he was like 300 pounds. He is a big man, not a tall man. He goes on the low block. Okay.
So where would you put Shaquille O'Neal in that, who is both a tall and a big man?
He's a big man for basketball.
Okay.
Right. So like Larry Allen, who played offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys, was a big man, 6'3" at the time, you know, when he played between 325, 350, he was a big man. Randy Moss, 6'4", 210. So two guys who are the same height, certainly not the same stature.
Correct.
So yeah, difference between big man,
big and tall.
Right, because you can be big and also tall, but you can be tall but not big. And
you can be big but not tall.
Big but not tall.
Mark, you went to the indie wrestling show last weekend, correct? Who was that tall wrestler there?
Oh, he was
Microman.
Was it Ben Bishop? Was that his name?
That sounds accurate. But he was with
who was his tag team partner?
It was the Micro Man.
That is a crazy thing to see, the difference between those two.
His Bishop was probably legit 7 foot. And the Micro Man was just barely over 3 feet, Tim. That's 3 feet.
3 feet, he said.
Yep.
I wouldn't consider the Ben Bishop guy a big man though either. That to the point he is a tall man.
Tall man.
Tall man.
So the WWE, I don't know when this was published, but did a 30 best big men in company history. The top 10 for WWE's list: number 10, Gorilla Monsoon; 9, Stan Hansen; 8, Big Cat Ernie Ladd; 7, Yokozuna;
These are meaty men.
6, Bam Bam Bigelow; 5,
Big.
Vader; 4, Kane; 3, Big Show; 2, Andre; 1, Undertaker.
Wow.
So like, I'm with you until you get to Kane.
Because Kane is tall man.
Kane is tall man, but Kane
Taker
was
is dead
also
man.
Taker is dead man, and also dead to me man, and but he's
no need for
also there's 9 lines of reasons why
That's
you're
awesome.
dead to me man. Yep, no, it's not. Kane, I can make an argument for Kane because Kane was big and jacked.
Well, and if you look at Kane now, he's big. He's
Right.
old Glenn sitting behind a desk.
Like they
he's
called him the Big Red Machine. Did Undertaker ever have like a big
No,
thrown in there?
he was the Phenom. He was Big Evil.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I thought they had a nickname at one time of with Big, but yeah, Big Evil.
Big Evil. Which, by the way, one of the bootleggers that I follow did a repro of both the Big Evil Red Devil shirt and the Dead Man Inc. shirt.
Okay.
So
Dead Man Inc.
so when I get my Big Evil Red Devil shirt, I will be so happy. Because to me, that level of The Undertaker is like Hollywood Hogan. I can shit on The Undertaker, but I get rolling Undertaker. Not American Badass, Big Evil. I get Big Evil.
Yeah.
And that's the one version I get to take away. So I can make a point for Kane, but Undertaker, no. Big Show's big and tall.
Big Show's big and tall.
I would consider Big Show a big guy, a big man.
Yeah.
I would consider Kane also a big man.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like,
Yeah, 'cause like Taker was never big. I mean, he was always like he's like basketball build because like he's always
like Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
I'm not calling
Nash
Kevin
is tall man.
What is
Yeah.
11 through 20 on that list, Jim? Is Nash appear in this list?
Yeah. 11, Mark Henry.
big
12,
man.
Blackjack Mulligan.
Big, not big, not really big, but I guess we don't get to
I guess
we don't go fit.
13, Big
6'4".
Boss Man.
The Big Boss Man.
14, Earthquake. 15, Bruiser Brody. 16, Diesel.
Big Boss Man wasn't really big or tall, was he? Like
No,
had the name.
as a kid, I always felt like he was big, and then like you go back and watch it now, like he was like husky.
Yeah,
To me,
Like,
it's three.
He was like the husky boss man.
like Test it was bigger than Big Boss Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think in this regard,
he's the husky. boss
WWE
man.
probably set the bar at 300 pounds.
Probably. 17, Rikishi. 18, Sid. 19, Umaga. 20, Big John Studd. I'll run down the rest of them. 21, King Kong Bundy. 22, Abdullah the Butcher. 23, Giant Baba. 24, One Man Gang. 25, Bubba Ray Dudley. 26, Crusher Jerry Blackwell.
Jesus Christ.
27, Don Leo Jonathan. These are wrestlers Mark remembers. 28, Big Daddy V. 29, Haystacks. And number 30 was Kamala. How'd you do the Andre the Giant? Never.
I was just wondering that.
Kamala would make those noises too.
Wait, did Andre even make the list?
He's at
He was
2, right?
2.
Is
He was
it
two.
two?
Oh, okay. I must have
You know, and for longevity, Undertaker's got to beat hands down. But that's probably. I'm okay.
I mean,
Andre
is
at
Nash a big guy? I mean, Nash and Taker were both 6'10".
Andre was
They're
7
more
foot
tall
tall.
than
Kane was 7 foot.
what was
Boss
Kane?
Man was 6'7", 330 is what he was billed at. So 330 is
The big boss man was 6'7".
6'7", my guy.
Really?
No way.
I would
No
have. He would have.
effing way.
I would have
No
guessed he
way
would have
he
been
was
about
6'7".
6'1".
Yeah. I thought I was taller than Big Boss Man.
Holy crap!
Well, Hogan was billed at 6'7".
Well, that's true. Yeah, I would say
These are billed as well.
these are build at heights. Let's see in the comments here. Devin says Andre the Giant. The dude is literally painted at the WWE headquarters as soon as you walk in. He's like,
Somebody watched the CM Punk documentary.
Charlie says to him, it's Taker, Andre, and Yoko, maybe Bam Bam. Like when I thought of this, like to me, it was Andre and Yoko. Like, and that is what it came down to. When I think of big guys in the WWE, those are the first two that come to mind. And I think just Andre being the legend beyond legend is number one for me.
I'm cool with giving it to Andre.
Yeah.
Let's give it to the Giant.
I mean, he's who I would think of off the top of my head.
And then like number 2 is absolutely Big Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Stupid
Big
name.
Show would be up there for me. Like if I was making
Over Yoko?
Yeah. Longevity.
well, that's
Yoko's entire career is over by 1996 or
and he
97.
he came on the scene in 92
Yeah, end of 92.
because it was
He wins the Royal Rumble in 93.
yeah, and that was that his first one. I can't remember. Was he in the Ric Flair one?
No.
Okay, so he came in it. Yeah, so he had like a 4-year career.
He's also the first person to win, or no, that's not true. I was going to say he's the first person to win the Royal Rumble at number 27. But he's not.
But yeah, if I were gonna make a Mount Rushmore, yeah, Big Show would be on it, Yoko would be on it, and probably Bam Bam.
Yokozuna.
I feel like Bam Bam always, and it's not to take away from Bam Bam, but like the dude did some cartwheels and was like, "Yo, that's really impressive for a fat guy."
I mean, are
Is
they
it the
wrong?
cartwheels that sell you on Bam Bam?
When was the last time you did a cartwheel, Ryan?
Fucking arms can't hold. My arms sore from sleeping wrong the other night. Fuck you doing a cartwheel.
Poor Smokey.
It's been sore for like 4 days because I slept on my side.
Oh, I get it, dude. I did something, not sure what, but couldn't have been anything actually like strenuous because I don't do those things. But I hurt my back on Sunday. It still hurts.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. And Bam Bam's out there. Doing,
I walked up that small hill at your dad's apartment. I'm still out of breath.
and that was
a
3
month
weeks
and a half ago, right?
Yeah, that not an easy task that day. But all right, let's close the book on the big men here.